Good morning and happy Monday. It is a new week, so that means it is another week of the Fife Property weekly market update. As always, we go live at 10 o'clock and discuss what's been happening in the market across Fife for the week commencing the 2nd to the 8th. We will then take a look at what we have been doing as an agency to give you an insight. We'll then have a run through of the shows that have taken place just so you can see what you want to go back and rewatch. As always, feel free to comment if you have any questions, or if you're watching this on a rerun, please still comment. We'll come back to you. Likewise, you can message us privately if you'd prefer, or even pick up the phone and call the office. But let's get the market update started. So first of all, we're going to start with the statistics. Now, this is where we'll look at what all agents that use Rightmove were doing across Fife. And as I said, this was for the week commencing the 2nd to the 8th. So this is new listings and also what is sold subject to concluded missives. So let's pull the figures up. So hopefully you can see that just there. Now it's broken down into micro regions. So micro regions, we mean your Cooper, your East Neuk, your St Andrews, each different area. So straight away you can see that there were 135 properties instructed and 119 sold. Now we do always say 1 week doesn't make a trend, and it absolutely doesn't, because there was a big increase this week on what came to market, especially in some areas, and we'll break that down as we go throughout. But there was a big surge because previous to this, in the previous weeks, we've been saying that there's been more properties selling than what's coming to market. So now is an ideal time to go to market. But this is also just showing you flip on the other side, that it is starting to pick up, and more properties as we get closer to your spring and your summer will start coming to market. So if you are looking to sell, you really need to be thinking about doing it now. Go now before a lot more comes to market and there's a lot more competition out there. Now is your ideal time. So running through it then, you have Cooper 4 instructed and 8 sold. East Neuk, you had 3 versus 5 sold, which is good for the East Neuk to have 5 offers accepted last week, because there is a wee bit of stock sitting in the East Neuk. So it's great to see that there was 5 properties now showing as sold. One of which I believe was ours, which is great to see. But we'll get into that as we go throughout the show. We then have St Andrews. Now, this is where there has been a massive jump, and this is a big contribution to why there was a lot more properties instructed than what there normally is, because there were 17 properties brought to market within St Andrews, which is the highest number I have seen in months. Obviously, there was a massive surge within St Andrews last week. There already was a lot of stock on the market in St Andrews. There was already about 5 to 6 months worth of stock sitting anyway, with what tends to sell on average. And obviously then 17 got added into the mix last week, which is a really high number. Great to see that there was still 7 sold. That's kind of keeping it steady. That's what's really been happening in St Andrews for the last couple of weeks. So there was 7 properties showing as sold. But yeah, that's 17 hitting the market last week, and certainly added to the numbers. So I don't know what was in the air last week that all of a sudden there was 17 put to market. Levermouth 11 instructed with 7 sold. As we continue to say, apologies if you're a regular to the show, but as we continue to say, your Levermouth area is really, really strong, just with the commuting links that have opened up and obviously the investment that was put into the area. So Levermouth is really strong for being a seller at the minute. You then have Dunfermline, your 53 and your 62, slightly higher numbers than normal. Dunfermline is always higher out of all of the other micro regions, but those 2 figures, the 53 and the 62, are slightly higher than what we normally see. So there was also an increase in Dunfermline. Just as a side note, remember that this is only resale homes. This isn't including the new builds, just because then it's not a like-for-like comparison. But I will come back to the new builds in just a wee second. But yeah, that is slightly higher numbers for Dunfermline than what we're used to. But don't forget, Dunfermline is always going to be higher and outperform the rest of the areas, just due to the close proximity to your bigger cities, your Edinburgh and your Glasgow. But being this side of the bridge, it opens up more opportunities for getting more value for money, more property, but you can still just commute straight across the bridge to your cities. Glenrothes 24 instructed versus 12, so slightly higher in what's getting instructed in Glenrothes, and 12 properties showing as sold. Likewise for Kirkcaldy, 23 and 18. That's kind of roughly where Kirkcaldy does sit around. Another one that just sits slightly higher, but the biggest one that surprised me this week out of all of that is St Andrews with your 17 instructed. Maybe need to dig into that and work out why all of a sudden there was such a big increase. Or feel free, even if you maybe have an idea, put it in the comments. Let's chat about it, why you maybe think, if there's any suggestions. But that is what was happening with all agents on Rightmove right across Fife. But as I say, now is the time to be going to market. This is where you need to get in there before everybody else, because the mindset is now shifting to go into market in spring, summer, and it's going to be here before we know it. Second week of February already. It feels like I only just did the January update, but yet here we are into February. So it really is a crucial time to be going to market. You want to beat everybody that's waiting until those full summer months, because if you go to market now, slightly less competition. You can see, if you watch the shows regularly, there is still buyers out there. We're always in triple digits of buyers. So there is still buyers out there, but you want to go before there's more competition on the market, because when there's more competition and there's more choice, you do tend to get less for your property, because if they miss out on yours, they'll just move on to the next one. So you need to be in the best position and go to market now. So if you do have a property to sell, or you're thinking of selling, pick up the phone. You can get us on 01334 654 221. Let's get an agent out to you. Let's discuss your accurate valuation, what you need to do to get market ready, what your next steps look like, and what your area or your postcode is performing like. That is your dedicated time with an expert sitting in front of you, discussing your property journey and what your next steps look like. And obviously we can make it a lot easier for you, especially if you've maybe not sold in a wee while. We're more than happy. We can talk you through the process. But yes, do pick up the phone if you are considering a sale in this year. So that is the statistics. Now we will look at what we were doing as an agency. So this is the activity that took place within Fife Properties for both sales, coming soons, and now completed. So we're going to start with the properties that we have accepted offers on last week. Now we have all different micro regions, which was great to see. Different price points, different style of properties. So we were kind of ticking all the boxes, which we tend to do anyway. Again, if you watch the shows, you will see that. But it's great to see that it was happening across all the areas. But let's start with our first property that we sold. So we accepted an offer on Wells Street in Cooper. Now, this was on for offers over 220,000. Again, if you're a regular to the show, or maybe if you're not and this is you just kind of first time watching the shows, then for the sales that we have accepted at this stage, we can't disclose what offers have been accepted on them, because they're still going through the conveyancing stages and misses haven't been signed. So we can't disclose that just yet. So you'll just need to continue to watch the shows and keep an eye out so you can see what we negotiated an offer at. But this is the first one, as I say. So this was Wells Street in Cooper, and it was a 4-bedroom detached end terraced property. What was great about this one is it had the option for 1 level living. So the window on the left there was actually a bedroom, and it had an ensuite in it. There was a further bathroom downstairs as well, and then you walk through into like an open plan kitchen diner. And then at the back, they had this kind of tiered garden that was really private, an absolute sun trap, and it was beautiful. You could just imagine sitting there in the sun, and you could actually see the steeple in the distance, which was lovely to see. So that was a cracking property, and potential to add value with that one as well. So the new people moving into it are actually first-time buyers, which is a brilliant, obviously, first-time home to start off with and get onto the market. Big footprint of property, obviously being 4 bedrooms attached with that garden. So very lucky getting to go in there, know that they're going to add value straight away, but get to put their stamp on it and really make it their first home. So that is absolutely brilliant. And as I always say, it's great to see, obviously, people with the mortgage rates, etc., and obviously how they had been getting higher. Obviously, we had the base rate update on Thursday, but it's great to see that there is still first-time buyers out there, and we are still selling properties to first-time buyers, especially at this slightly higher price point than kind of your average of what you see. So that was the first property we accepted an offer on. Then moving location, we are moving to St Andrews. Great to see, obviously, a St Andrews property going over the line, and this was Shulbraids Now this one was a 3-bedroom mid-terrace property. What was fantastic about this one is you don't realise standing out the front how much space you're getting internally. You walk in and it has a really large, spacious living room, but then you go through and they actually extended. So it had a massive kitchen, diner, patio doors over the garden. Upstairs, you had your 3 bedrooms. One of them you could actually split it and make a home office or even a dressing room because it was so big. And then you had this. It was a really, really big bathroom. They had bath, shower, immaculately presented, absolutely stunning. It was like something out of a hotel. So that was beautiful. But as I say, you had that potential where you could actually just do a dressing room or put up kind of like a stud wall and make a home office study. So that was absolutely fantastic. Of course, the new owners are upsizing. What a fantastic property. Of course, St Andrews as well, so walking distance to the beach, to the golf courses, to the university, everything on their doorstep. And that one was on for offers over 300,000. Now, the next one, as I say, we contributed to an East Nuke sale going over the line last week, and this one was the Fifes in St Monans. So this is the new development as you are coming into St Monans. And it is another one that we've actually sold. We actually had one over the line last week or the week before, I believe. And this is our other one that we now got over the line. 3-bedroom detached bungalow, immaculately presented. These properties, such a high standard, quality build. What was great as well is it has a driveway, it has a garage, one level living, of course. So you're getting that one level living, obviously option. Easy for me to say, while being in close proximity to all your amenities in St Monans. We all know obviously trying to get a bungalow and that one level living element is hard to come by and hard to find. So fantastic, obviously, that the buyers are getting that option and they're also moving to the area as well, which is brilliant because, as I say, they'll be able to take full advantage of everything that St Monans has to offer and the surrounding fishing villages. So that one is perfect, and that was on for offers over 325,000. As I say, that is the second one that we've sold in that development in the last couple of weeks. So as well, if you are thinking of selling and you have a property like this within that development and you want to get offers over like we did for the Fifes and the other one that we sold on Maggie Morgan, then pick up the phone. Let's get an agent out to you and let's discuss what your value is like, because each one is slightly different. Let's discuss what your value is and what we can do next steps to get you on your journey and moved on. Now, moving to a different location, our final sale for last week, and this was Milton of Balgony. Now, straight away, doesn't that just look beautiful? You can just imagine sitting there kind of in the summer months, just unwinding at the end of a busy day. That just looks stunning. Now, this is a 2-bedroom end terraced cottage. It's actually 2-bedroom, 2-reception. Beautiful cottage. Milton of Balgony as well, so you're getting that village lifestyle while still being close to all your amenities, either heading to Glenrothes, to Leven, to Markinch. So you've got everything kind of on your doorstep while getting this beautiful cottage. Lovely landscape gardens, off-street parking. So it really kind of is the property that just kept giving. The new owners are delighted to be moving into the area and they are downsizing. Now they are actually moving from one of our properties that we're selling. So we've been able to manage the whole chain, which was great. We've been able to keep it really streamlined and as easy as possible for obviously their sale and their purchase. Now this one was on the market for offers over 200,000. As I say, I can't disclose what it's gone for just yet. She'll have to keep looking, but it's great to see that they were able to obviously manage the chain and obviously keep everybody happy. So that is the sales that we had last week within Fife Properties. Now, obviously, what a lot of you wait for with these shows is the coming soon. So let's get this off the screen and chat what we have got coming to market. Okay, so this is our properties that we have been out to value and are going to be coming to market with us. We're going through the marketing stages and we're going to be doing the pre-portals. Now, for those, apologies if you do watch the shows or you obviously know that we do our pre-portals, because you know what I'm going to say. But for the new people that maybe aren't aware, pre-portals, it is a complete preview. So it is a preview of the property before it goes to market. So before we put it on your Rightmove, your Zoopla, our own website, we do a complete video walkthrough that goes onto our social media channels. Now, the only way you can see these then is if you are following our Facebook pages. We have one for each micro region. So depending on where you're looking to purchase a property, go and follow that relevant page. Cooper, for example, follow the Cooper page. East Snook, follow the East Snook page. If you're open to just being in Fife in general, follow all the pages. But you need to start by following the pages relevant to where you are looking to purchase your next home, and then look for the pre-portal video. You'll know when you see it because the very start will say pre-portal, and you'll have the agent's face right there in front of you, and that is the start of the full video walkthrough. So you get to see the full internals of the property. You get to then discuss the location at the end, so exactly where you're going to be situated and what you've got close by. And then at the very end, we then disclose the price point, so what we're looking to bring the property to market at. Now, a pre-portal is your opportunity to get in there before anybody else, but there's two criteria. First one, position to proceed. So what do we mean by that? We mean you are ready to make our seller an offer that they just cannot refuse. So you are cash in the bank, ready to go. Then the offer needs to be an attractive offer that the seller almost bites your hand off for. It's your no regrets. You do not want to miss out on this property, your best foot forward. Obviously, if you want to discuss that further, pick up the phone or message us privately, and we can guide you, we can discuss with you and talk with it in more detail. But that is the criteria for a pre-portal, to get in there before anybody else. It's a preview, but it's great because it is so in detail and so in depth that you're seeing the full internals of the property before it does go to market. So this is what we're going to have coming soon. First one is Hawthorne Street in Methil. So this one is a 3-bedroom, 2-reception end terrace property. What's great about this one is you're getting driveway, you're getting garage, you're getting kind of garden to the front, side and rear, the way that you're obviously positioned as end terraced. What's brilliant about this one as well is you can go in there, add value and really put your stamp on it as well. So that one is a great one. Now that will be coming on the market with us shortly, so keep a look out for that one. Then moving to a different location, this is Bonnygate in Cooper. So look out for Craig's pre-portal coming on the Cooper page. Now this is going to be perfect if you are a first-time buyer, if you are an investor or a landlord looking for obviously property to add to your portfolio, if you're looking to potentially downsize, or if you're looking for even upsizing potentially from like a 1-bed, because this is actually a 2-bedroom masonette. So it is a flat that's split over 2 levels. So you're getting plenty of space. Bonnygate Cooper as well, so you know that it's walking distance to all your local amenities. We sold quite a few on the Bonnygate. Always really, really popular because of obviously what you're getting. You are getting not only a fantastic property, but being able to walk to all of your amenities, to the train station, bus routes connecting you all across Fife, plus you have your proximity to St Andrews. That's why it's always popular and they get snapped up. So if that is something you are looking for, then do keep a lookout on the Cooper page for that one. And as I say, that's a 2-bedroom masonette, so split over 2 levels. If any of this as well I am speaking about, and it does sound like it is going to tick your boxes, don't just obviously wait for seeing the pre-portals and follow the pages. Also back that up with calling the office and let us get you registered. Let us get you qualified, set up on the system. So when these properties also go live, you'll automatically get emailed and you'll get matched to them. So take some time out, give the office a phone, speak with a member of the team, let them get you registered. They'll ask you some questions just so it means we're sending you relevant properties that really do tick your boxes. Then it means you are not going to miss a thing, because if you are actively looking to purchase, you need to make sure you're ticking all the boxes so you do not miss a thing. So make sure you do take time out to do that. And then finally, another coming soon, and this is actually to the East Snook. This is Pickford Crescent in Celadike. This one is absolutely stunning and I cannot wait to show you this one. I'll be doing the marketing in the coming week or so you don't have long to wait. As I say, it'll be on the East Snook page that I will be putting it on. Now, this is a 3-bedroom semi-detached property. It's been extended, so when you're standing at the front, you do not realise what you're about to walk into. You have a large driveway, a garage. Stepping through the door, it just opens up and it's absolutely beautiful, immaculately presented. And you walk through into this really large family open plan kitchen, dining, living space, Velux windows. You've got downlighters, you've got big bifold doors. You also do have a separate living room space. You've got a utility. You've got an additional room that would be great for a home office or a study or a playroom. Likewise, you could actually knock that wall through and open it up further if you wish. Heading upstairs, you've got your 3 bedrooms, you've got a bathroom. It is honestly the property that just keeps on giving, and it is absolutely immaculate. I really can't wait to show you this one and get this one on the market. It's going to be popular as well, obviously, for how high a standard it is. And of course, location, Cellar Dyke. So obviously fishing village, but it's in a really desirable location because it's a quiet cul-de-sac. And for those that know, not an awful lot comes up. So when they do, they get snapped up. So it's not one to be missed. Keep a lookout for that one. That will be coming shortly. And as I say, it's a 3-bedroom, it's semi-detached that has been extended. So that is what we have got coming soon. Likewise, if you're watching this and you may be thinking, I'm not kind of pre-portal qualified, I'm not in a position to proceed, I don't have cash in the bank. Maybe you've got a property to sell that's not on the market, or you've got a property to sell that is on the market and you want to discuss with an agent, again, pick up the phone or message us privately if you prefer, but pick up the phone and speak with us, and we're more than happy to chat with you and discuss what next steps look like and how you can make yourself ready and attractive, looking like a serious buyer, because that is what it is. As more buyers are on the market, you need to stand out and you need to put yourself in that best position. So what are you doing to do that? Speak with us, let us chat it with you, and we can help you move forward. Now, finally, this is completed. So this is Properties. I'm really sorry, my hair is tickling my face today. Can't seem to stop tickling my face. But this is Properties that we have completed on. So this is now have gone through the conveyancing stage, missives are signed, new buyers are in their property, and we have quite a few. So I hope you're sitting comfortable. As I say, we've got a lot completed. So first one was Fernbank Avenue in Windigate. So this one was a big footprint of property, a brilliant family home, because it was 6-bedroom, 2 reception, 3 bathroom, landscape garden, garden room, garage, drive, immaculately presented. So I wasn't lying when I said a big family home. That one sold for 388,000, desirable location within Windigates. It's a popular residential estate, close to all your amenities, especially obviously with the Camberwell Bridge train station, but it was absolutely immaculate. Not a thing needed done. You walk in and it is just ready to go, but a big footprint of property. And of course, the new family that's moving into the area is also upsizing as well. And you can see why by having 6 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2 reception. There's a lot in it. Then moving to a different location, you have Hill Street in Cooper. Now, this was a 4-bedroom semi-detached house, sold for 230,000. And again, this went to a first-time buyer, which is a great price point. Obviously, that is a slightly higher price point than average for a first-time buyer. They are still out there, it just shows you. But what a cracking property to get on the market with. Again, 4-bedroom semi-detached, big footprint of property, but it was beautiful, this one. Standing out the front, you didn't realize what you were walking into. Straight away, you had a large open plan living space, dining, kitchen, then patio doors that then opened up into a conservatory, and then the conservatory had obviously your patio doors that opened up into this completely private garden space. That standing out the front, you didn't realize you were getting such a big garden that's so private because it wasn't overlooked. Then back out to the front door, then on your right, you had a really modern, they'd not long put it in, bathroom, and it had a big freestanding bath, which was just beautiful. And then a further room downstairs as well. So it did have the option for one level living, where that could be a bedroom, or it could have been a home office, study, playroom, etc. Then going up the stairs, you had further bedrooms and a shower room. So a big footprint of property, beautiful details throughout, an absolutely cracking first-time home as well. And as I say, that one sold for 230,000. Then our next one was Clay Road in Balmerlow. So this one was beautiful. It was obviously Balmerlow, so it's village lifestyle, still close to everything. You can obviously go one direction to Dundee, the other direction to St Andrews, or coming back the way to Cooper. And this was a 3-bedroom semi-detached bungalow. But when you were actually either one in the property or 2 in the garden space, you actually couldn't see the property that you were attached to. So you actually felt like you were detached because you couldn't see. And if you have seen the video or seen the photos or seen the listing, you'll know exactly what I mean. You couldn't see the property you were attached to, so it felt so private. Substantial plot as well, because it's about 0.3 acres, double garage, driveway, beautiful gardens with so many mature shrubs and plants. Stepping inside, it was 3-bedroom, 2 reception. It had a big, beautiful fireplace, conservatory, a gorgeous kind of kitchen, family diner. Then you go through into this large master with an ensuite, and then a further bedroom that had these Velux windows letting beautiful light come in. It was just a beautiful property, perfect family home. Now that one we actually got 5.3% over home report, so we actually got 295,000. So it was on for offers over 280. We got 15,000 over. So the sellers were absolutely delighted, as were the buyers, because actually it was a couple that were moving back to the area. So the lady who actually grew up in Balmerlow loved the village lifestyle and wanted to bring a family up there. So she's moving back to the area, a beautiful home, and we actually sold their property for them as well. So it was great. That was another one that we're able to keep all really streamlined and manage the whole chain, and everybody was happy. So that was great to see that one move over the line and help everybody with their next steps. Then 2 more to go. So this was a different location again, heading back towards the East Snook, but this was Sandy Craig in Pittenweem. So this one was a 4-bedroom detached villa, substantial plot, vast garden space to the front and to the back. But what was great about the back is you just were straight onto then a field, so you had completely uninterrupted views, which was just brilliant because you had countryside views obviously over the field, but you also had the Firth of Forth views as well. So it was kind of giving all the views. Brilliant plot, really substantial plot, potential to add value as well with this one. So the new buyers are moving into their new home and they're absolutely delighted to put their own stamp on it. And this one sold for 395,000. Now, our final one, different location again, we are heading to the St Andrews area, so the KY16 postcode, in particular Guardbridge. So the new build Persimmon site, you had Fort Avenue. We've sold a couple within this site, but the latest one to complete was Fort Avenue. So this one was a 4-bedroom detached villa, sold for 315,000. What was great about this one, again, driveway, integrated garage, but then stepping inside, you had plenty of family space. Large kitchen, family diner, patio doors opening up into your back. Heading upstairs, you had your master, you had obviously your 4 bedrooms, but between 2 of the bedrooms had a Jack and Jill bathroom, which was a great addition. And of course, Guardbridge. So you have your amenities within Guardbridge, close proximity to Lucas for the train station, and also St Andrews, home of golf courses, beach, university. So great location. As I say, sold for 315,000, and the new people are upsizing. So what a fantastic home to upsize into. So that is what we completed on last week. So there was a lot of activity happening with the agency last week, which was great to see, and it's only going to get busier. So as I say, you need to get yourselves ready, get yourself in the best position. So pick up the phone, speak with an agent, and we can discuss next steps with you. But that is what we had taken place. Any questions on any of that, put them in the comments, message us privately. More than happy to discuss. Before we head off and I leave you for another week, we are going to discuss the shows that took place, just so that you can see what you want to go back and take information from. Of course, it's a Monday. Not only does it mean you get the Fife Property weekly market update, but it also means you get the wealth creation show. So this will be live at 12:30 with Jim Parker, one of the UK's most successful property investors, and Richard Cook, the lettings director. Now, it will be live at 12:30, but if you are not available, you can obviously watch the rerun, and likewise, you can comment on that as well, and they will answer any questions you have. But this topic for this week is start thinking rich. Wealthy think differently. Between their behaviors, mindsets, it's what sets them apart. And there are habits that kind of catapult them to success. There are certain behaviors that you need to let go of if you want to start thinking like a rich or even a wealthy person. Do you kind of want to work on shifting your mindset to perhaps a wealthier one? Now, as I say, you've got Richard Cook and Jim Parker on hand to discuss. That's live at 12:30, so you can watch that. Another show that was done was the Pick the Best Agent, how to cut through the sales pitch to find your perfect match. One of the biggest decisions you'll make when selling your home is choosing the right agent. You have Jim Parker and Richard Cook to discuss some of these many skills as an estate agent that needs to fill you in with confidence and make your move as smooth as possible. So you can go back and watch that show, and it's all about choosing your right estate agent. Then final one is, how long does it take to sell a home in Fife? If you're a Fife homeowner, have you ever wondered how long it really takes to sell your home in our county, whether it's a detached, a semi-detached, a flat, a terrace? The time to secure a buyer can vary more than you think. So this show was actually done with myself and Jim. And so we did this last week, and we looked at the breakdown of different kind of property sales to help you understand if you are a seller or even if you are a buyer. But it's really interesting to go back to see, because there will be facts and figures in there that you won't be expecting. So certainly go back and watch that one. So that is the shows. That's what we were doing as an agency, and that's what was happening on Rightmove right across Fife. So that's been another weekly market update. Have an amazing week, and any questions, put them in the comments. We will come back to you if you didn't get a chance to watch this live, and I will see you next Monday for another update. Take care. Bye for now.